Hello everyone, welcome here. Today we're going to play some Far Cry 2, which the last time I played this game I was using a CRT monitor and I ran it at oh, what was the resolution of the time? I want to say 1280 by 1024. And it probably was running under Windows 7, if I had to guess. There's a small chance it was XP, but I think I ran it under 7. I did keep those monitors well past the point where I should have got rid of them. But anyway. Largely because I couldn't afford better ones. And obviously, it was a 4:3 resolution. It was not, or 5:4 I think it was actually. Not widescreen. And I do not believe I have played it since then. So that was many years ago. I have played most of the way through the game on the highest difficulty before, but this time we're just going to be normal. Let's see. We could be Albanian. Yeah, we'll be the Albanian dude. Oh, Soup Stalker. You're playing Menace. I think I've seen YouTube videos of it, but I haven't watched them. So I'm not really sure what it is, except I think it might be something turn-based. Probably should look into it. It seems like it might be something I'd be interested in.
So you're going to a hotel in Pala? Yeah, another place. It's lucky for you. Pala has only one hotel.
I am running a mod that is supposed to fix some issues. It also increases the saturation of the colors, apparently.
See that plane? You won't see any more very soon. That's probably the last one out of this country. Full of
the game was definitely more washed out originally. But it doesn't... The settings are not cranked up all the way. Also, this is too loud. We need to turn this audio down. So the mouse is really quite janky on this. It sticks and then it lets go. It feels like it's got some extreme acceleration going. We better check to make sure mouse acceleration is turned off. I don't see anything that would give mouse acceleration, but there's not an explicit mouse acceleration option. It doesn't feel like there's... I don't know.
Bloody idiot. Nobody follows the rules anymore.
Yeah, there's definitely some mouse acceleration going on. I Divine Cybermates. I'd never heard of that.
I told him the plane's gone, but they don't believe me. Everyone thinks the big planes are coming back. Who can say anymore?
The sensitivity's definitely way too high. No, not you. Options. Controls. No, not controls. Game. Mouse sensitivity. Boom. Okay. That's better. You can post it in there. Really, anything that's older, you can post in there if you feel like it. After all, the worst I can do is ignore it. Oh, survey. Well, come here. Yeah, whatever computer I had back when I used to play this, could only get like 50 FPS on a good day. With the settings turned down pretty low. This one does a bit better than that. Which might be a problem because there's bugs related to high frame rate apparently, and supposedly the mod I have fixes some of them. We will see if it fixes enough of them to be playable or if I have to turn the frame rate down. Hopefully I can turn the frame rate down in-game if I have to, and if not, then there's some stuff I might be able to do.
A plague has gripped our people.
They're not fans of the DJ. Maybe his music choices. Who knows? What about some checkpoint is on it? I mean, I'm Mzana.
Where are you headed?
My passenger, driving him to the hotel in town.
You come from the airport?
Yes, sir. The airport. Gentlemen, you are posted here all day. On my way back, I grab some cold beer. You drink beer,
Yep. Beer. We drink beer. Hurry up then. Move along.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. See you soon, sir.
Graphics hold up pretty well.
These militia, they come into our country, steal everything.
At least as seen from the backseat of the Jeepish thing. Although actually this game does have some licensed actual Jeep vehicles. They normally are the worst ones. AKA the ones without cool guns in the back. I'm not sure why they would spend the money to license Jeeps, but yeah.
A lot of troops nowadays.
No terrorist-approved Toyotas,
they keep to
unfortunately.
themselves most of the time.
Oh yeah, you can see the Jeep logo on the steering wheel when he moved there. So this is probably one of the licensed ones. Toyota's too expensive.
Don't let this concern you. Just boys letting off steam, right? You remember how it is.
The fire mechanics were amazing back when this was new. They still are pretty good.
Everyone's trying to find a way out of the country. Only fools stay now. Fools and cab drivers.
Good old malaria. Yep. That and weapon damage
Okay, sir, we are here. We made it alive.
are going to be our two
Hey, are you okay?
scourges for sure.
You don't look so good. You tired? Long flight.
All right. There he is, the guy we're here supposed to shoot. I don't really like the story of Far Cry 2.
The target's presence in the state continues to be a destabilizing influence. He's largely responsible for the recent influx of weapons into the country and clear violation of the Joint Signatory Framework. His
Far Cry
reputation
1's
as a
story
dangerous
was much
arms dealer
cooler.
is well deserved.
Now that I've
Orders
played it,
are
I can
to
say that.
terminate. Well, that didn't work out the way they planned. I'm still
Although I'm not
breathing
sure
in
which is
the
worse, Far Cry
area.
2's story or Far Cry 3's
You can
story.
tell them you tried, but that means fuck all, doesn't it?
We're not playing
You're
3.
fired. You know it, and so do I. You had your shot.
Its
but now it's
gameplay
over.
isn't
Since
unique
now, like,
enough
you only work
compared to
for money,
4,
you're
which
no
we
longer
did
my
play, and
problem.
its story just kind of sucks.
You'll have to find something else to do with yourself now. What your old clients don't seem to understand is that they can't kill me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody kills me. Nobody. I'm the one who decides who lives and who dies. Me. You know, there's a book I read a long time ago. Still think about it every day. It helps me understand life out here. The book talks about men, about what motivates them. Simple, really. A living being seeks above all else to discharge its strength. Life itself is will to power. Nothing else matters. So long.
All right. There appears to be excitement going on outside. I don't approve of excitement. Let's go. And tell them to knock it off. Because I'm sleeping in here, damn it. Okay, so crosshair is off. That's how I used to play. Days of yore. Which means we gotta use the iron sight. Wow, it really feels like it's out there. Okay. The FOV feels weird. Give me that. G3. We'll probably be using this a lot early on. Where am I trying to get to? As far as I know, you can't make it outside of town. Gun place still looks great until you get jammed. Well, that's why you run new guns all the time. Anyway. Yeah, the shooting is fine. Alright. Game. Okay, this was mentioned as a bug. I didn't realize it would take quite this form. Alright, let's see if turning it down to 60 fixes it. We'll probably need to restart the game. Yeah. And we don't have a save at this point. Which means we got to do it all over again. No! Alright. Also, for some weird reason, you can't quit directly using the mouse. You can't click this button. It's not clickable. You can, however, use the arrow keys to reach it. And quit that way. All right, hopefully setting it to 60 FPS in the menu works. If it doesn't, we're going to have to set it to 60 using more extreme measures. All right. Normal difficulty. That dude. We have to sit through the stupid intro again, I think, because I don't think you can skip it.
Okay, we go. Hey, sir. Sorry for the delay. So you
Yeah,
going
you
to a
better be
hotel in
sorry.
Pala? Yeah, another place. It's lucky for you. Pala has only one hotel still working.
Well, I guess we're stuck here again. Well,
See that plane? You won't see any more very soon. It's probably the last one out of this country. Full of rich people. Only money and connections can get you out.
yeah, if you actually want to leave somewhere, it's usually not that hard to get over a border somewhere.
Hey, pass over! Hey, why not? Bloody idiot. Nobody follows the rules anymore.
All right.
Hey, mani panoli abila nsekho linye.
Shut up and drive.
I told him the plane's gone, but they don't believe me. Everyone thinks the big planes are coming back. Who can say anymore?
I don't remember where on the map this all takes place. I don't think it's in the northern section. Actually, oh, maybe it is the northern section. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gonna miss being an eagle and seeing through walls. It definitely will. Okay, this game is monstrously difficult stuff. It's a lot less hard than Far Cry 1 still. After this, I need to play Tropico. I think I did stream Tropico before. Did I? I think I streamed Tropico 4 specifically at some point. I can't remember if I played the Modern Times DLC or not.
It smells like a virus that did. My brother has such a beautiful bungalow.
Yeah, some years ago I played Tropico 4 on stream. I never really liked Tropico 5, and I never played Tropico 6, I don't know what that was like. 4 was a game I quite enjoyed
This
in years
Liberation
past.
Radio, speaking the truth
I don't think I
for
played the
true
Modern Times
seekers.
DLC.
And the truth is that your country needs you.
I mean, I played it years ago before I streamed, but
a plague has gripped
I don't think
our
I played Modern Times on stream.
They're not fans of the DJ. Maybe his music choices. Who knows?
Modern Times DLC was...
What about some checkpoint is on it?
It's more tropical, I guess.
Hayi, namnumzana.
It's very
Wena
odd.
yanga emsebenzini la ngiyakwazi. Khuluma iqiniso man.
Where are you headed?
My passenger driving him to the hotel in town.
You come from the airport.
Yes, sir. The airport.
Yeah, I didn't like Tropico 5. Just
Gentlemen,
something
you are
about it.
posted
It wasn't
here
as good
all
as
day.
4.
On my way back, I grabbed some cold beer. You drink beer? no?
Yep, beer. We drink
6
beer.
might be good, though. I've heard good things about 6.
Hurry up then. Move along.
Yes, sir.
And I don't
Thank you,
think
sir.
they made one
See
after
you soon,
6.
sir. Foreigners. Oh, no offense.
Yeah, I
these
haven't...
militias
I don't know.
come
I
into
don't
our
like Civ
country,
games that
steal
much.
everything, and they leave us nothing.
They're fine, but I haven't really played a Civ game more than like one game after 4. Civ 4 was okay. Civ 5 was okay. but I just never really, I don't know. It didn't appeal to me enough. I wanted to play more of it. Meet Pirates 2? Sid Meier's Pirates? Hell yeah. Somebody needs to make a remake of that.
It's okay.
Or a really good spiritual successor. The 2004 reboot of it still runs reasonably okay.
Don't let this concern you. Just boys letting off steam, right? You remember how it is.
Anyway. We don't really need a remake of
Everyone's trying to
Pirates,
find a way out of the country. Only fools stay now.
or even really a faithful reboot.
Fools and cab drivers.
We need something that takes the original and extends it just enough. Keeps the spirit of the original fully intact, but just improves it a little bit.
Okay, sir, we are here. We made it alive.
But I'm not really sure what kind of improvements it really needs.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look so good. You tired?
You have to be very careful about what all you added to it. Like the tactical land battles could use some improvements, special controls particularly. But you got to be careful not to make them too complicated because they're kind of a side activity. The stealthing into towns minigame could use some definite improvements, but also you got to be careful not to make it too complicated because it's something you're going to do once or twice maybe, depending on how you're playing. The exploring land to find treasure and stuff could stand to have a lot of improvements, but also you got to be careful to not make it too complicated because
orders are to terminate.
you don't want to have a super complicated game.
Breathing, and you're the one with malaria. You can tell them you tried, but that means fuck all, doesn't it? You're fired. You know it, and so do I. You had your shot, but now it's over. And since men like you only work for money, you're no longer my problem. You'll have to find something else to do with yourself now. What your old clients don't seem to understand is that they can't kill me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody kills me. Nobody. I'm the one who decides who lives and who dies. Me. You know, there's a book I read a long time ago. Still think about it every day. Helps me understand life out here. The book talks about men.
Bring that gun to the side a little bit more, buddy.
Really.
I want to see if you actually have the hammer cocked.
Above all else to discharge its strength. Life itself is will to power. Nothing else matters. So long.
I don't think he has the hammer on that cocked, but I'm not sure if that's a double action or not. It might be. What kind of gun that's supposed to be, and I haven't got a good look at it yet. Okay, the hammer is definitely not cocked. It looks kind of 1911-ish. Pretty sure you can't make it outside town no matter what you're doing. Oh, come on. There we go. But nothing's going to stop me from trying. Well, maybe we can make it outside town. Okay. Yeah, no. You get far enough away, you just pass out.
Mfuna phi? Phakela truck.
Okay. Well, this is more promising than last time. Okay, this is less promising than last time. Damn it. Alright. Well, I had hoped that we would only have to try this maybe once, maybe twice. But it looks like we're going to have to try it at least a third time. Okay. Now, need to cap at 30 FPS in the tutorial to get past cutscenes. Otherwise, you get stuck in the scene after you pass out. Yeah. Game stops allowing the player to move once the players reach the first safe house, which shortly after introduction scenes. This guy doesn't say if he did anything that got him past it. Okay. Okay. Game gets stuck on start if we don't switch to Proton 3.16. That was a year ago, though. Okay, what Proton version did this guy use? Well, we're going to set FPS to 30. And try that. He's using Proton 10.0. Which I believe is just the latest one. 3.16-9 looks to be the one that people are saying works, but we will try that if we need to. Believe that's the magic incantation I need to use. Off we go for take 3. Welcome to Troubleshooting Old Games with Milo. Also, I don't like that it says 60 FPS up in the top corner there. We should be limited to 30 though. Don't want to give it another shot. Here. That should be limiting. I don't want to use game mode. DXVK frame rate equals 60. Command. Render profile full screen 1. We'll use that. Also, I'm going to use skip intro movies because we don't need to see those. So yeah, I'm just going to use this guy's command wholesale. And then I am going to also force compatibility tool to, let's try 3.16-9. It's a pretty old version of Proton, but we'll see if that works. Okay, it does not work. Doesn't even start. Alrighty then. Let's go to Proton 10.0. So let's use experimental. That's probably more likely to work. And that does start. Okay, good. We're still getting 60 FPS. Let's try a tweak here real quick. No, go away. Let's turn VSync off. Refresh rate to 165. Accept. Then we'll restart the game. It does not look like the frame limiter is actually working properly. Which is not good. Render profile max FPS. Let's try that. Max FPS 30. Actually, does the patch have an FPS target that I can set? No. Okay. It does not handle that then. I need to uninstall Kate and get an actual good text editor on this thing. Okay. There we go, locked to 30. Alright, let's see if locking 30 FPS works to get us past that cutscene. So, before any smart person goes, Milo, Linux! It's not a Linux issue.
Okay, you go.
I did try to
Yes,
run
sir.
this game a
Sorry
couple
for
years
the-
ago under Windows 10.
So you going to a hotel in
It
Prague?
did not work for shit.
It's lucky for you. Bala has only one hotel still working.
And actually, Linux gives me a lot of tools that I can use to work around stuff that I would not otherwise have easy access to. If I was trying to run this under Windows 10, I'd probably be using
Won't see any more
some of the
very
same
soon.
tools
That's probably the last one out of this country.
or equivalents to them,
Only money and connections can get you out of it.
and it would still be a battle. Anyway, hopefully we can get past the cutscene. If we can't, then, well,
El Pasoba! No, why not? Bloody idiot. Nobody follows
see.
the rules anymore.
I was pretty sure it was going to work when it ran just fine, the benchmarks worked and everything, but I didn't realize that
told him
cutscene
the
was going to be
plane's
quite as
gone,
hard of
but
a
they
blocker
don't
as
believe
this.
me. Everyone thinks the big planes are coming back. Who can say anymore?
I do wish this intro was skippable. That would make me happy.
Sanibonani bashakazi njani?
The intro does sell a little bit of a.
Hey, look at that. I see. Hey, you do so much in the fire. It smells like a virus, that thing. My brother has
Bit
such
of a game that
beautiful
doesn't exist, I guess you could say.
cricket. Hey, a rich man. A brush
Because in the
fire
actual
destroyed
game, you don't have
everything.
civilians
And now he
wandering
left the
around
country.
like that.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Really?
This is Liberation Radio, speaking the truth for the truth seekers. And the truth is that your country needs you.
There's little to no other road traffic
Beware the
that's not
scourge.
hostile.
A plague has gripped our people.
Things like that.
They're not fans of the DJ. Maybe his music choices. Who knows?
But as far as the scripted intro scene
And
goes,
what about
it's
someone smelly checkpoint
fairly
disorder,
decent.
ne? Hayi, mina mnumzana. Bengayanga emsebenzini. Khuluma iqiniso man.
Where are you headed?
My passenger driving him to the hotel in town.
You come from the
You
airport?
know, you have the option
Yes,
between
sir.
an
The
AK
airport.
and a G3.
Gentlemen, you are posted here all day. Ne?
I don't
On
know
my
which
way
I would
back, I'll
choose.
grab some cold beer. You drink beer,
Yep.
ne?
Beer.
Probably not the G3.
We drink beer. Hurry up then. Move along.
Because
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll see you soon, sir.
heavy ammo, heavy gun. I mean, the AK is not exactly light either.
Sorry, no offense. But you know, these militia, they come into our
You could
country,
definitely carry a
steal
lot more AK
everything,
ammo
and they
than
leave
you
us
could.
nothing.
G3. Because G3 is 308 and the 308 and the AK is 762 by 39. Which I suppose technically the G3 is 762 as well. It's 762 by 51. Slight difference.
A lot of troops nowadays.
Fairly
It's
similar
okay. They keep to themselves most of the time.
diameter, but much longer for the G3. Full power versus intermediate cartridge. Actually,
Don't let this concern you. Just boys let him off steam.
there's a
man.
pretty good chance it'd be a
Remember,
5.45 AKs. Not sure actually which they would be. Whether they'd be AKMs or 74s. Or a mix of both for that matter.
Everyone's trying to find a way out of the country. Only fools stay. Fools and
5.45 would
cab
of course be the better option. But also in a random little shithole, 7.62 AKs might be a lot more common. Simply because there'd be more of them available surplus. I'm not sure what the
Okay,
availability of
so we are here.
5.45 would look like
We
this
made it
time
alive.
period.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look so good. You tired?
And of course, the game itself is going to be no help there because it'll just call it an AK-7 or AK-47. Because all AK is AK-47 if you ask a game developer. Of course, if you really want to be pedantic about it, then the AK-47 isn't even a thing. That's kind of a bullshit argument, to be honest. What most people think of an AK, or what most people would call an AK-47, is an AKM.
He's largely responsible for the recent influx of weapons into the country and clear violation of the Joint Signatory Framework. His reputation as a
That'd be your
dangerous arms dealer.
standard stamped
Well deserved.
7.62,
Orders are to terminate. Well, that didn't work out the way they
made
planned.
in
I'm still
vast
breathing, and
quantities
you're
by the
one with
Soviets. AK.
You can tell them you tried, but that means fuck all, doesn't it?
Then, of course, the
You're
74
fired.
is
You know it, so
basically
do I. You had your shot, but now it's over.
Same
Since
thing,
men
different
like you only
caliber.
work for money, you're no longer my problem.
to oversimplify a
You'll
bit.
have to find something else to do with yourself now. What your old clients don't seem to understand is that they can't kill me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody kills
well.
me. Nobody. I'm the one who decides who lives and who dies. Me.
I may have
You know,
heard
there's
this
book I read
speech
a long
a
time
few
ago.
times already,
Still think
dude.
about
Hurry it
every
up.
day. It helps me understand life out here. The book talks about...
I'd really like to be able to
what
save my
motivates
game
them.
here.
Simple, really. A living being
Actually, I
seeks
wonder if I
above all
can
else to
save the game
discharge his
after
strength.
this little
Life
cutscene. I don't
itself
think
is
I
filled with
can,
power. Nothing else matters.
but if I could, that would let us skip the intro. Mostly.
So long.
I know in the console version of this, you can only save your game at designated save spots. But the PC version, you can save anywhere. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna let me to save though until we get to part of the tutorial where it tells you how. Oh wait, nope, save game. Okay. Damn. Wish I would have done that earlier. That'll save us a bit of time if we have to do this again. Come on, let me out the window, damn it. Come on. Never had any other troubles getting out of it. Okay. Well, fine then. Let's go out the front door like we're kind of supposed to. We're supposed to try to go out the front door here. Get shot and go down. Definitely not supposed to be able to escape this place. So I started blasting? Yep. Oh, we're out of ammo. Here, shoot me so we go to the next stage of this. I can turn the volume down some more. It's still way too high.
Ngifuna pin. Fakela truck.
Alright, we find out a 30 FPS is going to be enough to get us through this. If it doesn't, then it looks like 30 FPS is enough to get us through it. Okay, cutscene's playing. Hell yeah.
You do first aid before that gets infected.
Okay.
I'm Conqueror, and you're an idiot. Who are you working with? You got some of my guys killed at the hotel, you know that? So now you run errands for me, and I got some things for you to do. Get out here, take what you need. There's ammunition, medicine, whatever. Hurry up.
There's our tutorial on how to save the game. Which we can do other methods if we wish to. Namely hitting escape and choosing to save. Here's where we get more medicine. On higher difficulties, you have a lot less of those handy little syringes available, and also a lot less ammo in general. Well, one of you asshats can open the door. Oh, we need to grab a gun. Okay. Yeah, you have 4 different weapons. You have your machete, of course. You have your primary weapon, secondary weapon, And a special weapon, which can be all kinds of fun things.
You listen. Shit really hit
In this
fan
case,
back
it's a
in town.
flamethrower.
There was supposed to be ceasefire, but that's all out the window.
And then we have that
I
kind
work
of
for this
pistol.
big shot Gakumba, local boss for the United Front. Everyone I've got who knows ass from hole in the ground is out in field fighting the APR. That just leaves you, errand boy. So first thing, you need to get piece of shit automobile back
There
on
are,
the
if I
road.
remember correctly,
Do that,
4
or do you not know
different
ass from hole in ground? Go outside and get the engine running.
intro
You know
areas.
you got malaria, right? So you screw
And
around.
it game
pass
picks
out,
one
maybe
randomly
die.
every time you start it,
Too bad.
which is kind of
Fun.
cool, actually.
Open up.
Let me out. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, we are going to save the game after we get tutorialized a little more, maybe. Let's go ahead and repair the car. Apparently you just wrench on it for a bit. Okay. There's our map. Gives you locations of stuff like ammo and medical, other things like that. And you can swap back and forth between the local map. Okay, yeah, you see these 4 locations around the center? The center is Paula, the city itself. And then we have Slaughterhouse, Fresh Fish, Lumber, Cockfights. I can't remember. I think it chooses one of those randomly as your starting location. And then it picks the one north or south of it as the one you attack. I think. It's either that, or it's always a fixed set of 2, where one of them is the one you start at always, and the other is the one you attack always. But I think it's random which is which between the north and south one. Anyway, the 13 number in the top corner is how many diamonds there are on this map. And if we hit R, okay. I don't remember if it shows that number on here or not when there's diamonds available. But I know it does definitely for sure on this one. And the same scale for everyone. We're probably going to hunt down a lot of those diamonds because we're going to want to buy as many upgrades as we can for at least the guns we want to use. Anyway. Yeah, you can sprint, I know. You done tutorializing me for now? Okay, let's save our game again. Not load game. Save game again. So we'll overwrite that one. And then we're actually going to quit the game. Because I am going to change some options because I'm not going to play that at 30 FPS. So let's remove that. Let's remove this line. And I don't believe we actually need any of this except the skip intro movies. I want to leave that alone. Actually, I am going to leave this DXVK frame rate 60 thing there. No, because that didn't work. I forgot to remove it when I went in and put in the 30 command as well, which is further proof that it didn't work. I'm going to leave the command thing there. It doesn't need to be there, but I'm going to leave it there because it doesn't hurt anything. All right. We should have whatever FPS we want to choose in the game options available now, which currently is set to unlimited, so we have to go in and we have to change that and we have to start the game again because it doesn't pick it up until after we restart. Display, refresh rate, VSync on. Yes, accept the options. Quit. Yes. Start game again. And then we should be back to 165 FPS. Story mode. Continue. That should drop us right beside that car. Ready to go. And there we go. Okay.
Okay, good. Now that you're mobile, you take out some of the garbage. The APR has forward position half kilometer south.
Also, our
of here.
FPS is at 250 right now, which it shouldn't be.
Post, I would be a happy guy.
Oh well. Alright, we gotta go clean out a guard post. Let me into the car, damn it. Imagine one of those games where the frame rate is tied to the engine. Funny story, but apparently it does have physics bugs, and the mod I have is supposed to fix a lot of them. So we're gonna find out if it does or not. Okay, interesting thing. The signs light up in different colors to show which direction leads to where you're going. I don't think the game ever tells you that, but it's not too hard to figure out. And also it's very cool compared to the way later Far Cry's did it, where they literally just draw a line on the ground. If you know where you're going and you know more or less how to get there, you can also just kind of follow the signs too, which is cool. And when you're driving, you pull your map out, just got it in front of you. Far Cry 2 in many ways, gameplay-wise, I forgot, I was going to turn the volume down some more. Is really, really peak. It does a really good job of being surprisingly immersive. Okay, anyway, let's turn that off. Now, they want us to unlock the safe house. I don't remember. I don't remember if there's a way to mark enemies. I don't think there is. I don't think that showed up until 3. Unless... Aha, there we go. There it is. Get your map out. Okay, so stealth in this game is kind of brutal. Okay, so there's a guy over there. There's a guy right there. Obviously, we don't have any suppressed weapons yet. Getting the suppressed pistol is high on my list of things to do. Let's see if we can take this guy out without... creating a massive fuss.
Watch out, that.
Okay.
I hear you clean that place out good. Okay, I've got another
There's only 2 guys here,
But
which
big guy like you will be falling down in the middle of
this
it.
is supposed to be
Get resupplied and move out in a few hours.
our
You're
first
safe
touch
at
of
house for now.
combat, so... So safe houses are basically you can grab some ammo here. You can store weapons here if you're dumb enough to want to do that. You can sleep. I say if you're dumb enough to want to do that because weapons degrade very rapidly in this game. And so if you find a cool weapon, yeah, might as well just use it because it's only good for a couple magazines probably. Okay. Let's sleep for like half an hour or so. Well. Do you have anything to say? Apparently not. Alright. Not sure if that's a frame rate issue or if the game is just being weird. Also, you can see we have a GPS there. It's kind of cool. They actually tried to be at least pretend to be immersive. That little, at the base of the antenna, you see a little black dot there in the GPS. That's a light. Okay. Yeah, scout the camp, they say. Okay, fine, I will. Yeah, I kind of want to get up on that if I could. I don't think I can, though. Pretty sure they want us to go down this little side path. So there's not a huge number of enemies at this place. Obviously, it's supposed to be our very second combat encounter. Or very third, I guess, considering there was that combat encounter you don't have to win at the beginning. Okay, yeah, this is where they teach you about actual scouting stuff. And you can mark things on the map. I don't think you can mark people on the map. But you can mark other things.
Hey, got your intel. Not bad. You see a bricked up building down there? We think APR's got a hostage in there. Some foreigner like you. Get in there and bust them out. Finish up your recon if you think it'll help.
Okay. Yeah, you can't tag guys. That's not until 3 that showed up. Which, believe me, made it so much easier because you could tell where guys were. But you still can mark the guns and stuff like that on the map. The ammo, health. Notably, you know how we marked 1 gun and 2 showed up on the map? I believe that you mark 1 of anything and everything of that type shows up. If I remember correctly. But it's been so long since I played this, I might just be straight up wrong. Okay, well we don't have a suppressed weapon, so it's not like we're going to be getting much done here stealthily. But I suppose we could always try. See if we can get into a more advantageous position.
Hey, my wife sent some pictures. Wanna see? They're hilarious.
If you show me another cat picture.
Okay, there's like 3 guys right there.
Can't do anything from here.
Come on, blow the damn thing up. No? I shot you in the head. Well, now I shot you in the head twice. Okay, that finally blew up. The ammo cooked off. Which, by the way, that's not at all how ammo would cook off in real life. So let's not talk about that.
Hey, come here, ghetto.
Over here.
It's not that ammo cooking off isn't dangerous or anything. It definitely is. But it doesn't fire in random directions like that. I'm not sure how much ammo we can carry on this difficulty level. Probably like 120 or something. On the higher difficulty levels, I think the highest one, you only get 60 rounds plus the magazine and the gun. Well, maybe we only get 90. Okay. Alright, well, I don't see anyone else moving around here, so we need to find the location that we're looking for, which I think is over here, maybe? No. Back there. Yeah, this building right here is what we're looking for. And here's where we'll run into our first buddy, who we will steadfastly ignore for as much of the game as we can.
Who are you? You're not a guard. My God, you are sick. Malaria.
Okay.
I have to get out of here, but I can help you get some medicine. Come find me at Mike's bar later.
We will indeed do that very thing.
Oh, very good. You know you turn out to be competent after all. Fair enough. Guys that do good work get paid. Come on back up to the slaughterhouse and I'll make good on that.
Alright. Let's go back and get to our car, which I believe is just down the road this way. Should still be parked out here, I believe. Also, we can run all of about 5 feet before we get all tuckered out. Alright. Now they teach us how to find diamonds. Which is pretty simple, really. Somewhere I have a map with all the diamonds marked on them, but yeah. I'm not really interested in finding all of the diamonds. I'm just interested in finding enough to be able to buy the weapons I care about. Which are honestly only a couple of guns. There's really only a few that are worth having, in my opinion. One in particular is very important to me. But it's not even a particularly expensive one. Okay. In we go.
Okay, fine. Let me give you a piece of advice. Rough diamonds, only currency worth shit around here. Don't take paper money from nobody. I wouldn't use it for toilet paper. You do work for the UFLL, you get paid in stones. It's okay. One of my guys, not so smart, delivers case of diamonds here yesterday. Dumb fuck sticks case somewhere in the camp and then gets shot in face back in town. Maybe you killed him. Anyway, if you go outside and find the diamonds, they're all yours. Case has tracker you can home in on with your compass. If you smart guy, you go buy medicine first thing. Don't be screwing around with malaria. You should go have drink at Mike's bar. Lots of independent contractors there. Get yourself healthy. Come by the front office in town. I'll introduce you to Kakumba. Then we talk. Hey, open door.
Alright, let me out. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you walk around with your map out all the time. Okay, the diamonds are over that way. And we get 10 beautiful diamonds. We have 1 out of 221 briefcases. I have, at previous times, found all 221 of them. And when I say at previous times, I mean more than once. So let's park this shitty car over here. Got his target spotted. Here we have an actual vehicle worthy of my use. Okay. You see that little blue dot? That indicates we found a diamond there. Notably, we don't really have any clues as to the location of other diamonds. We'll just have to go find them the hard way. I think there's some in town. Well, this map is particularly dense with them. There's 13. The starting diamond can be... Yeah. I know the town is a safe zone. Okay, the red areas are areas we're not allowed into. We do want to wander around and look for diamonds for a little bit real quick. I don't remember what the range is on the detector.
Hey. Hello.
Pretty sure there was a couple in town somewhere.
You ever try talking to the doctor?
I could be incorrect though.
Can't look at him. Always think he's talking to someone behind him.
Cut him some slack. He got that trying to remove a grenade dodge in the bloke's stomach. Guy started flipping out on the table, then makes a run for it. Grenade goes off, and the dog picks up shrapnel in his head. I don't want to hear this, man.
Mitch starts shouting at them. Then, just happened so fast, we let go and they just stopped screaming. The gunfire, smell it everywhere. In the smoke.
Yeah, I don't know.
16.
16? What the hell is he doing?
If there is
this?
diamond here, it's
His
not
whole
in
family
town
gets strung up in a
itself.
tree and the chip doesn't know how to do anything but fight. Come on, he thinks you walk on water.
I said piss off. You can tell him the same.
Let's go over by the bus stop. Check over there. I mean, there are 13 of them on this map. There's at least one in the safe zone somewhere. Let's not go back there.
Hey man, what's up?
Did Stucker with his wheelbarrow?
What's he doing now?
Chaplain wanted his confessions totally agrees to put the price. Of course, Stucker will never do.
Not bloody like.
So he builds a wheelbarrow.
It's probably not too close to any of the main entrance roads, if there is one in town. There's a boat we can drive, complete with mounted machine gun. Because who wouldn't want a boat without a mounted machine gun? I certainly wouldn't. Okay, where are we even trying to go? Use the weapons shop's computer to buy new weapons. Yeah, okay, so we're going to the weapons shop. And the weapons shop is over by Mike's Bar, which is south of here. Okay. Next, the safe zone. Man, it's been so long since I've driven down this road. We could have gone around, but that's boring. I'm like 99% sure there's diamonds right there in that shed. Maybe not. Pretty sure there's something in this shed. Because I do kind of remember. Unless diamonds in places like this don't show up until later. They might not show up in tutorials over. Because we are still technically in the tutorial. But I could have sworn that there was stuff in there. Okay, weapon store, which conveniently enough sells weapons. Okay. The only weapon we really want here is the Makarov. The Makarov, you say? Why would you want the Makarov, Milo? That sounds like trash. Man, the mouse in the menus is so bad. We should probably buy the G3 as well. I'm just going to buy the Makarov and see if it'll let me get away with it. Okay, purchased weapons are always in perfect condition. Yeah. Now, what I actually want to do is use this again. And see if I can buy any upgrades to the Makarov. The Silent MP5 is a decent gun. The Silent Makarov 6P9 is what we actually want. It's still locked though. The reason I bought the other Makarov is because it's cheap and that gives me a pistol I can grab every time. But we're never actually going to use it if I can't get this one. We'll come back in a bit and see if that's unlocked. But the Silent Makarov has a very important feature. It is perfectly accurate to any range. Okay, over here we have infinite ammo. The weapon storages. And what the hell are these? A crossbow? A suppressed shotgun? What is this bullshit? Okay. Well, that must be some kind of DLC bullcrap, because that wasn't there in any version of the game I played. Anyway, there's where we can get our Makarov. Okay, well that's gloriously stupid. Are these explosive? They are. I guess that explains why this was in special weapons. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Don't know if it's a thing that I approve of, but it's a thing. Alright. What are the sights like on this thing? Trash. That's fine. Doesn't need good sights. Let's go into the bar proper.
You. How are you? You made it out. I didn't introduce myself before. My name is Flora Guyen.
Okay.
You still have that malaria, though, don't you? You see that man over there? He has medicine. You go ask him, he might give some to you. Take those pills, compay. You need them.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Just think about what I said.
You people never stop. Here's the bloody tape, all right? That's it. That's all I've got.
Well, aren't you going to destroy it? That's what your friends usually do. Wait, you're not here for the tapes, are you? Oh, I see the problem now. You can get the pills you need from the church in Pala. The priest there will help you, assuming you make it in time. Just pass this along for me.
You can't break a man the way you break a dog or a horse. The harder you beat a man, the taller.
So you're not one of them. I'm Ruben Oluwagembi, what you call a stringer, and you are new. I can tell by the state of your clothes. They are much too clean. You're taking a chance talking to me. I'm persona non grata around here. The warlords want me out of the country. They don't like the story I'm writing. It's about the war, and about them, of course. But mostly it's about the famous arms dealer, the Jacker.
That was him on the tape. Do you know I have covered 16 wars across Africa? 16. And every time he has been there, selling his weapons and making a fortune while millions of people
how
suffer
evil.
and die.
Selling
He thinks
things
he can
people want to
continue do
buy.
his work in secret.
Truly
But not this
terrible.
time. These stories, they are going to come out. The jackals, the
Because of
warlords,
course
the
the
soldiers,
person who
boy
sells
soldiers,
the
even
weapons is
NGOs,
much worse
I
than the
intend to
person who
expose
uses
whole
the
sordid
weapons.
mess. I make it sound
That's how
very
that
dramatic.
works.
We'll see if anybody back home even notices.
The moralizing in this game. Shockingly stupid.
You ever get in a bad spot while you're here, you find me, okay? This place is rough. Everybody needs a friend.
Yeah,
Take
whatever.
those pills, compai. You need them.
Oh, wait. You're a new guy, right? I never forget a face. I'm Paul. You ever work with anybody? Because you know I'm fucking good.
The last thing I want is buddies.
I put in my time with the Israeli Defense Force. I know how to handle myself, plus I know how to get things. Know what I mean?
I'm sure you're fine, but you're also a person. And the last thing I want is a person following me around. Okay. Go to the church, give the tape to the dude there. Easy enough. Oh. Yep. See, green flash. There's a diamond around here. And it's this way, right where I thought it was. I knew there was a diamond over here. I said there was. It's just that there wasn't. They were hidden during the tutorial. Okay, I don't think there's any other diamonds around Mike's bar, are there? Let's run over here real quick to be sure. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, back to town we go. And we keep a sharp eye out on the GPS for any flashing. Let's take the side path here this time instead of driving through the middle there. I think we'll drive around. Oh, diamond flash. It's probably ahead of us in town. Oh, it's over here in this wrecked car. Okay. So most of the briefcases only contain like one diamond. Which means you gotta find a lot of briefcases to get enough to unlock anything cool. And a lot of the weapons are like 15 or 20 or something like that. And there's one right ahead of us here. We'll leave the truck parked here. Oh, that's right. It's in this little forbidden building. Well, I can access it through the window, so that works. That one had 2 diamonds in it. I'm just trying to bet there's another one over in the other forbidden zone. Let's take a quick jog around the outside of town, see if we get any more flashing going on. We'll check the bus stop too. Like, there are 13 total diamonds in this area. So that is quite a few of them. Yep. There's another one over here in this forbidden zone. Right there it is.
Backlight.
What's that?
The plastic compound I was trying to record earlier. Back in Namibia, the bush was full of Soviet mines made of that stuff. Couldn't detect them till the bloody things were blowing your legs off. At least you can find them.
Okay.
They've got in this country. Dig them up,
We don't want to be on this side of it.
use them later. If you know what you do.
I know what I'm doing.
This gun here is probably either busted OP or totally useless, and we'll have to figure out which it is. Because suppressed guns in this game are not as good as you might think. They, they're not silent. Which is cool, because that's more realistic. But also, it will definitely come as a surprise to people who are used to the more video game way of doing things. Which is fine.
What you mean?
I support that.
My ways, mate. You remember that bloke we drank with up in Dogon?
The South African. He was a dodgy one.
No doubt. He gets the word from someone, don't know who. He hires a bunch of
I'm
blokes
sorry,
and gives
there
the
aren't
dough.
regular
Make the
services at the
president
moment.
disappear. He
Oh,
buzzes
you're
us
not
as
well.
far
You
away
should
from
see a
the
doctor
hits,
before
then
you
he
really
ends up
need a
dead
priest.
week later.
Did Ruben send you? He had something for me. I would be very happy to give you what little medicine I have in exchange. I think you should take one of those right away.
Probably be a good idea. Mouse. Man, whatever acceleration they have on the mouse in menus is really
Those will only
bad.
last a short while, but I may know where to get more. Not all of my people have left. Many are trapped, scared of what will happen if they are caught trying to leave. And there are others who have chosen to stay. We try to help where we can, and we could use someone like you.
Okay.
You should come back when you require more medicine.
We can safely ignore him for a good long while. The tutorial and training elements are now finished. Alright. Safe house can be unlocked and upgraded by working with buddies. Guardhouse posts can be scouted for intel. Diamonds can be found through exploration. Okay. And we're supposed to track down and kill the jackal. Now, what we're actually going to do is we're going to head back out to our Jeep and we're going to go back to Mike's bar.
Yeah, what?
And we're going to see how much it costs to get the suppressed Makarov. Because I want that gun very, very badly. It is an absolutely critical part of anyone's supplies in this game. And also, the base gun itself isn't that good. It's kind of trash, actually. You need to get the accuracy upgrade for it, too. Then it's good. Okay. Well, we can buy a PKM. The Silent Makarov is still locked. Damn it. We'll have to do some missions first, I guess. We could buy ammo upgrades, which I don't care to right now. Secondary weapon crate, don't care. I don't remember what that does. Oh yeah, that lets us use the storage crates, I think. A lot of those upgrades I'm not gonna bother buying because I don't
look like
care
you know
about
your
them.
way around an ambush. Could be I have a deal for you.
All right, well let's go do a mission then. We're not gonna get the good gun for a bit. So that means back to town we go. Okay. The sights on the Makarov are kind of a pain in the butt. Well,
that ain't right.
Okay, that was weird.
This area's under ceasefire. Do not piss about.
Let's go speak to the guy about the thing.
Right. Hand over the hardware.
You've been stationed at a while, yeah?
A while.
Seen any elephants yet?
Nah, we did see a good pile of elephant shit on patrol though. That chap, Derek, the one always wandering around with the camera? No.
Okay.
I consider this a serious problem. It would be easy for people to assume that I ordered this attack. Another soldier for hire. What is the going rate for mercenaries these days? We fight for the FLL. You'd call me Dr. Kakumba.
You're still around? Good. We need freelancer.
Tell him.
There's a special forces outfit in area, just gun for hire guys, but they are armed to the teeth. They are paid to parachute in and grab someone.
He doesn't need to know who.
It's okay if he knows. They're here for a big shot from the APR, but if they take our enemy, we got nobody to fight.
Just get to the point.
The SF team is set up in good position in the desert, 2 kilometers to southeast. Kakumba here doesn't want anybody to think he planned secret rendition. Would make him look bad.
Enough, please. All you have to do is to find these men and destroy their vehicles.
The gear in their vehicles, radios, water, canteens, ammo, all the gear they dropped in.
This is our struggle. Africa is for Africans. We do not need outside involvement. I expect you to stop these men. Job is yours.
Standby point is in southern desert. Find the team and destroy their gear. Then they are nice and screwed. Payments here.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's go shoot some guys in the desert, I guess. We left the vehicle down here. If we look at our map, we need to drive way the hell down there. Now,
find me Havoc leak us out of the OGC greenhouses. It's important.
I wouldn't bother coming back, mate.
okay. So our buddy wants to talk to us. If you meet up with your buddies, they will
that ain't right.
give you basically side objectives that you can do that change the way the mission runs. Usually they're worth doing. I don't remember if they have any influence on the end of the game if you do them all. And then usually after whatever side objective it is, you sometimes have to go help your buddy out. Rescue them or something similar. Which is kind of an annoying pain in the ass, but oh well, we're here anyway. Now, why do I think there might be a diamond down this path? And why am I probably wrong, considering it's not flashing at me right now? No? Okay. Well, it was worth a check. Back in the Jeep we go. Okay, so we've got an outpost up ahead of us. We will want to clear that out, at least once. Outposts do not stay cleared in this game. So it's really kind of not worth it, but we'll do it just because. And we're going to do it. The easy way.
What's that bullshit? This is damn it.
Okay. And that's that. One out of 57 guard posts scouted. What is this vehicle?
I know you're there. I can see you. I can see you. Come on. Where are you? I can see you. Where are you?
Where's the dude? He's like right here.
Obala kangaka. Isikhathi esihle sokuphelelwa yindlala. Sihle impela.
Can't see shit. He's too far away and these sights are so small. I guess it is a Makarov. Also, this shotgun is a marshmallow gun. It's not too surprising, honestly. How in the hell are you downed behind the building? Okay, whatever. We've unlocked a safe house. Are there any diamonds around here? Doesn't seem like it. No? Okay. Well, let's go back out to the outpost we were just at. That should still be clear since we haven't gotten too far away from it yet. So notably, you don't clear an outpost in this game, you scout an outpost. Which is a bit unfortunate. It'd be much better if you cleared them. Yeah, these will respawn. So usually what you do is you just blow through them at top speed and call it a day. I'm 99% sure this vehicle was not in the original game. Because I do not remember this being a vehicle that existed. There were like 3 different varieties of Jeep and 2 different boats or something, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, and there was the truck too. But that had like a cover over it and stuff. This open truck, I'm pretty sure, particularly open truck with a gun on it, pretty sure was not a thing in the original game. Also, there's a diamond here somewhere. That way. There we go. 2 diamonds. Nice. Don't mind if I do. Back to the truck, which has a heavy machine gun on it, by the way. One reason why I'm happy to take it over the other vehicle. So far we found 6 of the 13 diamonds that are on this map. Okay, so we're going south of Occidental Growers Company. Oh, I remember this mission now, I think. This is the one where you gotta hit up OGC to get crap for... You know, you could have just left me alone. But no, you had to take on the guy with the 50 on top of his truck. Anyway, I believe you hit up Occidental Growers. We better get the map out so I can see where I'm going. The GPS does give me some details, but not enough. I love the sound that the heavy machine gun makes in this game. It's not really realistic, I don't think. But it's got a lovely chunkiness to it. Where do you think you're going, Buster? Also, as you fire guns, the barrel smokes, which is cool, and hisses. This game is really well done. Also, that's smoking and hissing for an entirely different reason. There's basically 3 different mounted guns you can get on vehicles and otherwise. There's the standard light machine gun. Looks kind of like a FN something or other, probably.
You know why you ain't hitting me? Because I'm your nightmare. Yeah, I'm your worst fucking nightmare. Just try me. Come on, come on. I know you're there. I can see you. Come on, where are you? I can see you, asshole. Where are you?
Alright. Not sure if it's supposed to be 556 or 308. Regardless, it's definitely not. Probably 308. Doesn't really have any decent markings on it though, and I'm not really experienced enough with the exact differences between the 249 and the 240 to say anything about it before authoritatively. But anyway, it's some kind of lighter medium machine gun. Then there's a heavy machine gun, which is probably supposed to be an M2, if I had to guess. And then later you get a grenade launcher machine gun, which I think the game explicitly calls a Mark 19. I don't remember if it actually calls it Mark 19 anywhere or not. That's what I've always thought of it as anyway. Definitely that is the choice if you have to pick it. If you have to pick between the 3. It is by far the most useful. For when you absolutely must make everybody who doesn't like you go away, choose grenades. Okay, so we meet up with our buddy here at the safe house.
Huh? You need to seriously ask yourself why you're playing these games with the factions. Sorry, none of my business. It's just, there's an informant at the villa. He's in contact with those special forces men you're after. If you can get to this guy, you can force him to send the wrong instructions. This will lead them to Mokuva, the shanty town. And that's where the APR is going to ambush them. The informant's Belgian. An unusual guy, hard to miss. Hate to lay traps, but I have no choice. They're here to get me. Look, I stole medical supplies, okay, and I sold them on the black market. What else was I supposed to do? The factions keep all the medicine for themselves. I tried to strike a deal with the APR. I'll have to go to the shantytown. If you can meet me there later and help me deal with these guys, I'd appreciate it. The Belgian will tell you he's working for the foreign press. Don't believe it.
Okay. There is a multiple grenade launcher here. That is a trap. Because it is very damaged. But also, I really want it. But it's only going to be able to rip off like a magazine, maybe two, before it's wrecked. And we'd have to swap out our suppressed shotgun, so no. Okay. We need to go to, quote, private property, end quote, meet up with the dude. And then, from there, we need to go to the shantytown. And, oh, Diamond's over here. Then we need to go to the shantytown, and we need to help with the fight and make sure we save everybody, prevent them from dying, and that gets us some sort of intangible reward, which honestly I really don't care about. We're doing it anyway. Okay. And you go through all the BS of helping all these retards, and then they just betray you in the end anyway. Oh, spoilers. I already mentioned I don't like the story of Far Cry 2 very much. Okay. So this outpost is probably respawned. We're not going to stop, we're just going to blow through it. Honestly, I shot through you like 10 times. Alright, let's repair our truck. It did get a little beat up. Yeah, he went through the animation of closing the hood, but there is no hood to close. Also, how in the hell did we get turned around like this? Yeah, come on, hurry up. Now, where's that asshole who's shooting at us? Don't know where he went. Let's get out of here. That's not the path I want to take. Alright. Let's see if we can be at least a little stealthy here. So supposedly this is a suppressed shotgun. We'll see just how suppressed it is. Things to keep in mind about suppressed weapons in this game. Enemies can hear you reload. Suppressed does not mean silence. Enemies can sometimes hear other enemies die. This game is not very stealth friendly. Okay, we scouted the guard post. You can stealth things if you want. And it is easier to do than in Far Cry 1. For sure. But easier. Yeah, you see that guy over there? He heard that. Now think. If you had shot that guy in Far Cry 3, would that idiot over there have heard? Hell no, he wouldn't have. Now later, when we get the suppressed pistol, that is much quieter. And as long as you get a perfect headshot, it'll usually take the enemy out instantly and nobody will hear it. Usually. Or if they do hear it, it'll be pretty quiet and it won't set them off quite that aggressively. So this gun, not terribly useful. And also keep in mind, like normally you'd think, okay, yeah, but it's not that quiet though, still. It will allow you to take on enemies that are a little ways away from the group and clear them out quickly without being instantly detected. And that is kind of true. But if they shoot back, that obviously completely ruins any hope you may have. Okay, there's an enemy down there. And remember, we can't mark enemies in this either. Like there's two enemies down there. Somebody just shot at us. I think it's that guy over there. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is him. Okay, so sniper on the house can see us. And we don't have a suppressed gun that can reach out and touch him. So stealth is no longer an option. Somebody's shooting at us with a machine gun. I don't appreciate that.
Oh, God damn it!
Wrong button.
Stay low, you're in his sights out there. Hurry! I get on fire. No.
What's the grenade button in this? I thought it was G. It's under actions, isn't it? No? Weapons? Yeah, of course. No? That's weird. Miscellaneous? Throw grenade. Q. Okay. That's acceptable. Somebody over there. There's a sniper up on there. Okay, apparently the pistol's pretty accurate. Which, I mean, I kind of knew. Somebody with a shotgun over here somewhere.
I don't think so.
They can't lose track of you. Which is cool. Okay, we probably cleaned up most of them. Let's get some grenades back. Alright.
We lost him.
Your guy's yelling about how they lost him. I'm pretty sure we all know who him is in this context.
What? We can work this out, whatever it is. Okay, okay.
Well, get transmitting.
Bravo Papa Mike, this is Charlie 2-4. Do you read?
We copy, go ahead.
Stand by for coordinates.
Roger that.
Really screwing the deal for me here. Just leave me alone, will you?
And of course we leave and he somehow doesn't just instantly call them back and...
You got the jitters, man. How could you be jitters? Shut the fuck up.
Okay, now we get a call. Come rescue me! Okay. There's diamonds around here somewhere. They're like right here. They're on the roof. How the hell do I get up on the roof? There's no holes in the roof we can get up from inside. Oh, here we go. Give diamond. A singular one. I can hear enemies around here, so there's enemies around here somewhere. Okay, now the question is, do I actually have to go... It does say go destroy the weapons and stuff. I'm guessing we do that and then we go rescue our buddy? I don't remember. I do remember this mission. Largely because I remember using the stupid grenade launcher and it being worthless. Okay, diamonds are back here somewhere. There they are. Let's get over that way. Okay, we go south of here. That's where we meet up with our buddy. I don't think we need a vehicle for this. We'll just run for it. Also, I'm kind of curious what this radio tower is for. I don't remember if these are part of a mission or if they're definitely not for uncovering the map or anything. That wasn't until Far Cry 3 that bullshit came out. In Far Cry 2, you already knew all about the map. Okay, that is flashing like an interactable, but it's not interactable yet. Which means it's probably part of a mission or something later. Okay, let's just head straight south. This map has 12 diamonds on it. We've encountered 3 or 4 of them. Looks like 3. We should at least swing past this safe house while we're here. Alright, well, there definitely were enemies there. And of course there were. But also I wasn't quite careful enough when we got ourselves spotted. Are there diamonds here? If there are, they're probably back in this area. I don't think so. Alright. I mean, there might be some back in there farther, but we're not going all the way back in there right now. Okay, we do have a outpost not too far away from here. Also, right over here in this wrecked vehicle, there's diamonds.
How can peoples dry you now?
Where the hell did you come from? I would like to request, wherever it is that you came from, you go back there and don't come back. Okay, we found another jackal tape. Which I don't really care about, but I suppose.
I brought them in over the mountain, through the desert, whatever. The hard part is moving them inside the country. Whenever you get stopped, you gotta bribe someone to shoot someone. Not good for business. No, once you're inside, you want to hand off as fast as possible. Let the customer deal with it.
How do they move a shipment?
I delivered 300 kilos of C4 to Ben Two-Way about 6 months ago. He showed up with a dozen of his men, dead men. He packed C4 into the corpses, figured no one would search them. Smart guy.
Now. Let's just stay over here. You may have noticed there's no UI that warns you that you're being spotted or anything like that. You kind of got to figure it out for yourself. Which is kind of cool, actually. I support that. I do like the more helpful style of stealth games. But this is fine too. Also, this isn't really a stealth game. And I will play this much more aggressively than I would play most Far Cry games. Because they're a lot less hand-holdy about stealth. And therefore... Okay, there's 12 diamonds on this map as well.
You sure there's something here? Not sure of anything.
Okay. There's a guy with an RPG. For some reason we marked him, but he's not marked on our map. Okay, we found an ammo and our health thing and marked all of those. Now really all that's left to mark is stationary guns, and honestly we don't really care about those. Also, that guy is a bit on alert. I would try to pop him with a pistol if I had one, but I don't. Also, that guy would definitely alert if we did it, so probably a good idea to wait. It looks like there's like 3 or 4 guys who are right around him. So let's pull back a little bit. See if we can go around him. Enemies are very observant in this game. Although a little bit less instantly and permanently aggro than they are in Far Cry 1. Far Cry 1's definitely much more brutal for stealth purposes.
It's too bloody hot.
Not that Far Cry 2 is forgiving or anything.
I don't like it either. Fuck! It's gotta be more than one.
Did you see it? Well, we've been spotted. We've been spotted. Yeah, this seems a much smaller gun.
Hey, come here now! Hang back, we're gonna move in closer. You ain't leaving me alone. We gotta hold this position.
There is some amount of shooting through walls that you can do in this game.
Those boys need backup. Get it, you know how it goes. Hold position. Hey, over here.
Not sure. There's the RPG guy. I was about to say, I'm not sure where the RPG guy is. He's there. That's where he is. Okay. So healing works a lot differently than it does in Far Cry 3. And later. Instead of you having meds you use to heal, and when you're out of meds, then you can use emergency stabilization to give yourself a little bit of extra health, or to heal yourself slowly. think I winged him. No, I got him. Okay. Anyway. Instead of being able to heal yourself a little bit using the, or, you know, slowly, but to full, using your emergency heal that has a long animation and otherwise is just a normal heal. This game you you can only heal with medicine. If your health goes under a certain amount, you have to go through a special healing animation before you can heal with medicine. And if you're out of medicine, then you can heal yourself a little bit, but only a little bit. You can't heal past a low base level. Okay. Vehicle added to safe houses. That's nice.
I'm with the men from the APR. You didn't just burn that truck, did you? Right, okay, this is bad. You better come find me.
But I was supposed to burn the truck. Oops. Okay. Where are we going? Just south of here. Okay. Yeah, so now we gotta go fight the guys she was hanging out with to rescue her. And that's pretty much how every single mission in this game goes. Assuming you help your buddies. You help the buddy. You do the mission you were supposed to do without helping the buddy. Possibly with wrinkles due to helping the buddy. And then you go rescue the buddy. Repeat. Okay, that gunfire you hear? That is your buddy fighting. We better hurry.
Shit, we just need to do that a few hundred more times.
Yeah, that's nice. Mission over? I think this is the vehicle turning around. Well, it was just the vehicle turning around. And then they spotted me. Okay, I absolutely know this was not in the game, the original game. Okay. They definitely added some vehicles through some DLC later. Or updates, at least. Which I suppose is fine. Alright, now we need to go get another mission. Or we can go find the diamond that's around here. It's over this way. There it is. Now. Wait. I picked up something beside the diamond, not the actual diamond. There we go. One diamond. From here... let's go over to the bus stop. Just run over there. Oh, I should scout this place before we leave it. There's no real reason to scout them. I just kind of might as well. Here, put the map down so you can see, you idiot. There we go. It's got medicine. It's good. We can use medicine. Okay, over to the bus station. I don't think there's an arms dealer over there or anything, but there's... Well, actually, there's an arms dealer down here somewhere. I thought. He might be... Whatever. We'll head this way for now. Okay. So the bus station is this game's fast travel system. Well, there's a diamond here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, see here you can see we're starting from there, we go to there. Or we're starting from there, we go to there. Basically each one of these shows where on the map you would end up if you took the bus. Using this map. You activate the map, you fast travel there. Remember correctly anyway. I don't think there's anything else here I care about. Let's go clear out this safe house over here. And see if it has a diamond. And then we can go back to town and pick up a mission probably. So usually at this point, or even before this point, I would start in the top corner of the map and just sweep the entire thing for every single diamond that you can acquire. However, that is very slow and really honestly not that worth it. Okay, got a guy there, There's another one like right underneath us, I think. Where's he at? I swear I saw the dude. Or I swear I saw 3 dudes, I should say. But I only see 2 now. One over there, and one right here. There's no point trying to be suppressed, because they're going to go loud as soon as you shoot any one of them. So, let's pick out the farther away guy. Okay, there was only 2 of them. As far as I can tell, this pistol's laser accurate. Just like the other one. But obviously not suppressed. Speaking of which, A little surprised there's no diamond here anywhere. That's fine. Let's go ahead and go back to town. I kind of want to go to Mike's bar and see if there's anything new unlocked at the weapons dealer, but I don't remember if that happens. If the game tells you when stuff unlocks, or if you just have to keep checking until you find out. In any case, we're being fast traveled to the center. All right. Let's go to Mike's bar. Yeah. We'll go there, we'll check to see if we can buy anything cool. Surely they'll have unlocked something else for us. If not... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Your next mission will unlock the following weapons. Silent Makarov, Flare Pistol, Star 45. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well then. Well then. I should buy the IEDs because they are pretty useful. The mortar is almost completely useless in this game because it's so hard to aim. The 249, fine, I guess. Dart rifle is really good. It's a suppressed sniper rifle. It's a suppressed sniper rifle. Makarov, of course, is amazing. The AS-50 is kind of cool. Silence MP5 is not good. Enemies can hear it pretty easily. And also, yeah, it's not stealthy at all. Okay, let's go do another mission then. Because apparently that will get us the thing we're actually after. Take a Jeep, because Jeep better than car. Just finished doing a mission for the UFL, or the UF something L. I don't know exactly what their name is. I can't remember what the names of the factions are in this game.
Right?
We have happy little group of probably communists, number 1, And happy little group of probably communists number 2. Either way, it doesn't really matter. UFLL, apparently. United Front for Liberation and Labor. Yeah, that sounds like communists if I've ever heard of one. And the other guys are the AP something or other. Alliance for Popular Resistance. Yeah, that sounds like commies too. Alright, well we did
enough.
the other
No
groups this
weapons.
time.
Come on, arms dark.
So we'll do these guys this time. There's no real reason to support one or the other, as far as I know.
This guy's not kidding around with the merchandise. Look at this guy. The Jackal. What kind of name is that? Guy's crazy. He practically gave his things away. Why did he sell them so cheap? This is the APR. Greatest faction in the land. You're lucky to be here with us. Better than with those old ladies in the United Front.
You want a job?
We got one. It's good.
Assassination. Chief of police. Bam.
Gepo, tell him where to find this man.
He's riding in a motorcade. It's a moving target. You'll have to pick a spot on the road and wait for him to come to you.
That little penis will be in a great big SUV.
Ambush the motorcade and kill the cop and make it messy. We need you to send a message.
I've got a good feeling about this. How about we pay you right now for the work,
Ambush the motorcade, kill the police chief, and the job is complete.
Of course, it's not that simple. Because as soon as we get out of here, buddy will call us and be like, hey, I need you to do something for me.
Go, tell me, what was that?
Alright, where do we need to go for this? That away. Let's go grab our Jeep.
Come meet me north of the cattle market. I have news I can help you.
Alright. Alright. Well, I don't remember where I parked the Jeep, so we'll take this car instead. We could actually take a boat. I don't remember where boats are, where there's a boat. But screw it, I want to take a boat. Because that sounds fun. I'm not sure if we can get up the bank where we're going. But there should be a boat around here somewhere we can grab. If not, out this way. Yeah, there's a boat right there. Okay, excellent. For some reason, all the boats in this game are not all of them, but these small ones are all wooden-hulled airboats, which seems a little odd, but anyway, it's the way it is. Well, there be diamonds around here somewhere. There be diamonds that away. Okay. They look like they're over in front of the safe house. We'll see if there's a place where we can land the boat up here closer to the safe house. And we'll have to remember to come back down. We might have to go back down to where the bridge is to find a landing spot. But, no, wait, looks like there's one here. Complete with a couple boats already parked up. Alright. Let's go get those diamonds first, and then we'll come back and talk to our buddy. Oh, I wonder if this is one of the ones that is unreachable without the hang glider. Well, where would you hang glide to get to here? Yeah, this makes sense. Or where would you hang glide from, I should say. But it's definitely up on top of this ridgeline, I think. Right that way. Oh, maybe it's on... No, there's no way it's on the other side of the river. That's way too far away. And besides, when we were on the river, it was pointing back inland. Yeah, okay, I know where we need to go now. You see the dead-end road right over that way on the map? I bet you there's a hang glider over there we need to get across the river with. Okay, let's take one of these boats. I'm going to go get these diamonds before we talk to our buddy. They can just have some patience. Diamonds are more valuable than friendship. Particularly because they never do anything for me. Well, that's not true. If you're downed, your buddy will come rescue you. I endeavor to make sure that never happens.
Nah, nothing. Hey, you hear about Neb?
Okay, there's a third guy in here somewhere. He's got to be over this way. There he is. All right. So you could tell those guys didn't know where I was, but they knew there was somebody around. And the shooting, while suppressed, they did know something had happened. Where am I going? Up and around here. Okay. You really cannot sprint for very far in this game. Which I suppose makes sense. After all, you are supposed to have malaria. Even dosed up on meds, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be doing a whole lot of running around. Yep, here we are. Hang glider. And we're going over to there somewhere. Yeah. Oh, not going to turn that far. Oh, come on. There we go. That's much better. And the diamonds are right here. 3 of them. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Okay, now let's get down from up top here. And go talk to our buddy. And tell them, sure thing. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do.
Don't bother chasing after the Federales motorcade. There's a better way to get the job done. There's a fishing village downriver. The policeman's brother lives there. You should pay him a visit. He's hiding a ledger. It lists all the bribes the constable's taken from APR over the years.
And
When
why
Kefe
would you keep
finds out
such a
you bought
ledger?
the book, he'll run back to his police station like a little boy and try to hide. He won't be a moving target anymore. Much easier to kill. I hear the deputy hates his boss. When he finds out about the APR bribes, I figure he'll hand over all the police weapons to the UFLL just to make a point. That's when I'm going to ambush their convoy and wreck those weapons. If you help me out, you can have anything that's left.
Sure.
Won't work unless you get that ledger. It's in the fishing village. Look for the brother's house.
No, we'll leave the Carl Gustav here. Okay, we gotta go north a little bit to the fishing village. We will be taking a boat. I think that'll be the most sensible way to get there. It's too bad we don't have a boat with a grenade launcher on it, but machine gun will have to do, I suppose. Woe is me. That is not a rocket launcher, by the way. The Carl Gustav is a recoilless rifle. Very, very different. Kind of. In practice, they might as well be the same thing. And I can't aim that far over. Screw you. Okay, anyway. Practically they're the same thing. Hold still. There we go. Why am I using the pistol? I don't know, because I feel like it, that's why. You know, I need one shot to kill somebody anyway. Maybe we should do pistols and mounted guns only from here on. That'd be funny. Also, it'd be dumb, but it'd be funny. Okay, little guard post. Relatively easily flattened. There's a diamond somewhere over here. Anyway, a recoilless rifle. Basically, it's got a rifled barrel, as its name might indicate, and it fires effectively cannon shells. Can I not get up there? But they're really weird cannon shells. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Can we climb up over here somewhere? So the cases are perforated. And so about half of the propellant gas goes out the back of the shell. Well, I think it's actually usually around the sides, kind of. And then the design of the chamber on the recoilless rifle directs it backward. And so it roughly equalizes recoil to the rear, hence why it's recoilless. They're not actually recoilless, like there is some recoil still, because the counterforce isn't perfect, but it's close enough to perfect that it doesn't matter. But the rounds are generally spin stabilized, hence why they're rifles. It's basically a man-portable shoulder-fired cannon, which is awesome. And like at least 1,000,000 times cooler than any rocket launcher ever made. And do not stand behind it. Yep, exactly like a rocket launcher, you have significant backblast. Worse than a lot of rocket launchers, because a lot of more modern rocket launchers try their best to get the rocket out with as little force as possible, and then ignite the rocket fully once it's clear, specifically to reduce backblast. Whereas a recoilless rifle, you kind of can't do that. Not unless you're firing some kind of rocket-assisted shells, which I don't know if there's any... I don't know if there's any recoilless rifles that do that or not. I'm not exactly a recoilless rifle expert, though, so... there might be. It'd be a really weird idea to use a recoilless rifle that fires rocket shells, but... that would be even cooler, somehow. Yeah, how do you make a recoilless rifle even cooler than it already is? Yeah, fire rocket shells out of it. Anyway, they aren't really used anymore. Yeah, they have some pretty significant downsides over modern rocket launchers. Which, I don't know if anyone still uses the Carl Gustav. I think the Marines used to use them years ago. I don't know if anyone still uses them. There are, of course, other recoilless rifles in existence. That's not the only one by any stretch of the imagination. Various sides had one or two different kinds during World War II and afterwards. I believe that there was one that was often used mounted on vehicles in Vietnam. Don't remember what it was called. I don't really know a whole lot about individual ones, I just think they're cool. If I remember correctly, various attempts at making light tanks have used semi-recoilless cannons. Stuff like that, which is cool. Because obviously, if you're going to mount it on a vehicle, you don't necessarily have to make it recoilless. You just have to make it recoil less. Somebody is shooting at me. How dare. Put one on a scooter? Yeah, that's... I've seen that meme. Damn it.
There, you should piss someone off. Hang on.
Yeah, like I said, when you get downed, your buddy comes and saves you. What are you shooting at? I mean, yeah, there was a guy right in front of you, but also you were just shooting onto the ground beside you.
Let me get my gun. Keep your head down. There's a sniper out there somewhere. Time to die. Patch that up.
Okay. Cause of her almost demise was being stupid while distracted. Also, somebody just shot at us with a sniper rifle, and I don't have a good answer to that. Especially if I can't identify where they're at. Shoot at me again, I dare you. Think of that guy right there, yep. Alright, anyone else think they're a sniper? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, mentioning that the Italians did that, I do remember now seeing a less memey scooter mounted was it a World War II thing? Either somebody made up or like as in somebody put together, or if I don't know if it was even if it was official or not. Okay, there's a guy running around right over there. Hey, you. Stop that. There we go. Post World War II and it was real? Okay. I know I've seen a meme one that was painted red. That was definitely some people just screwing around. Either the paint job or the whole thing. This thing, not terribly damaging. But it does have infinite ammo, so it's got that going for it. I think Forgotten Weapons covered at one point when he was talking about recoilless rifles. I don't know if I ever watched a video of his on recoilless rifles. Maybe I should look that up. Anyway. Big reason why he wouldn't be used much nowadays is because they there's nothing you can really do about the backblast. Whereas with a rocket you can have a two-stage motor with a weaker launching stage and then a heavier acceleration stage once it's clear of the tube and the backblast isn't as much of an issue. And you can't really guide them. It's a really bad time to decide you need more area meds, buddy. going to admit, I actually haven't watched any Forgotten Weapons videos for quite a while. He makes decent videos, but he also gets a lot of little details wrong sometimes. Surprise! I think that guy knows where we're at. Now he does. Anyway. Particularly on certain topics. But also there's... I don't know. I like his videos, I just haven't been watching him. He knows more than I do, that's for sure. But... also, he's a bit busy. He doesn't do his research quite as well as he should sometimes. But I guess I shouldn't talk too loud because I don't do my research that well either. Certainly not enough to make the kind of videos he does. Just most of the guns he's been doing I haven't found that interesting lately. I was very annoyed about some of his M16 videos at one point. A lot of people get that stuff wrong for some reason. But anyway, aside from that, very worth watching channel.
Not believe their lies. They want only what is best for them. They are like pigs, rooting in the dirt.
Okay, looks like we've cleared this place out mostly. Let's actually go and do what we're supposed to be doing here, which is that away somewhere. There's some people I know who really don't like certain gun tubers that I like. For reasons that make perfect sense. I think it's above us. Which means I need to figure out how to get up there. That or I'm just missing something really obvious. Probably the ladder. Or the stairs. I could be just missing the stairs. For example, and I say I know very loosely. They're not like friends or anything, they're just acquaintances.
Who's that?
But anyway.
What do you want?
For example,
Stop! You thief! Criminal!
Ivan the Troll,
It's there. Just take the damn thing. I'm sorry I ever agreed to keep it. Now,
a
leave my
quite
family
well-known 3D printed gun guy, really does not like Brandon Herrera. Which is kind of funny. But if you know his reasons, it makes perfect sense. It's because... okay. The phone just isn't working for half the things. Anyway, it's because Brandon did a 3D printed AK video a while ago. Like, I think a year or two ago now, actually. And he did a really bad job of it. Like a really bad job of it. And the designer of the Plastikov, the 3D printed AK, is Ivan the Troll. And so they basically shit all over Ivan's work because they screwed up building the gun. After Ivan told them exactly what to do it right. It's pretty understandable why he was unhappy about it. Oh well. Ivan is a incredible AK and AR autist too, which you get people who think they're experts and other people who think they're experts together in one room, and sparks will fly sometimes. Speaking of which, if you want to watch some really, really in-depth autistic videos on shotguns, Ivan makes some really, really, really autistic videos on shotguns, particularly long recoil shotguns. Speaking of really cool gun operating methods, he has a whole series of videos. We're stuck. Anyway, he has a whole series of videos about the Auto 5 and every gun that's based off of an Auto 5 or was inspired by the Auto 5 and all kinds of obscure shit I've never heard of. Direct clones. Indirect clones. Okay. Remember how I said earlier the enemies are super observant in this game? They're super observant sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. Anyway. I think his YouTube is like Ivan Prince Guns or something like that. He tears them apart, he shoots them, goes through them all, talks about the design decisions behind them, why they were made the way they were, what aspects they took from this design and that design, and okay, there's a bridge up there. We don't care about that right now. Where are we going, actually? Kill a police chief while Forgoin destroys UFFO. Okay. Where are we actually going? I think we're going the wrong direction. Yes, we are. Let's go up to the bridge because we're going to want to pick up a vehicle. Also, I think there's a diamond up here. I personally don't like shotguns. But not in like a I hate shotguns kind of way. It's just kind of a I don't care at all about shotguns kind of way. But I still found his videos on them really quite interesting. The only way they could be less my interests would be if he started making videos on revolvers.
Fuck, I lost him.
I don't know how to get down from here, so I suspect we're going to have to jump into the water.
Too quiet. Shh, he's still out there. Let's fan out. We'll flank him and finish this thing.
Okay, good. He's got a video on the Cosme too, which is actually really cool. Cosme being a absurdly expensive long recoil European shotgun. It's like really nice used car type prices for a used Cosme. Let's not even talk about a new one. Okay. I wish I had an actual assault rifle. But we do have the good old explosive crossbow. So you get a bolt. That should take care of the sniper. We need to get that silenced pistol really badly. Okay, what I actually came here for, though, although these meds, of course, will be nice, is this truck. Now, where are we going? We are going south back across the bridge, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we'll blow through Slaughterhouse. I don't remember if those are manned at all past the intro area. I think they might be, but if you blow through it at full speed, we should be fine. Speaking of blowing through things at full speed. Hey, stop shooting me, damn it. My poor truck. I realized there were enemies there. Okay. Well, we're a little smoky and losing speed, so we better repair. I like Little Smokies, the sausages, not Little Smokies, my car. Somebody's firing up to come chase us. That's fine. You do that. Okay. You know, we can't approach the police station from the back. Sure, let's do that. We'll just go this way, we'll follow the railroad tracks around. And then we'll come out the police station through one of the back paths. Okay. There be diamonds in them there hills. Somewhere. That way, apparently. Yeah. Up underneath the tracks. So if we get up on top of the tracks, we should be able to drop down on top of the rock there. Let's see if we can Skyrim horse our way up here. Alright. The diamonds are right there. Two more diamonds? Okay. Now, Let's go ahead and take out this outpost ahead of us. There's at least 2 guys over that way. That was one of them.
I think he got away. He's out there, hiding somewhere. Christ, how'd
Okay.
they lose him? My nap. Got up into the lab.
There's one.
They're right there! I ain't getting flanked. Hold position.
Hey. How dare you use the mounted gun? Okay, there's at least one more guy around here somewhere. I heard him talking. I heard him walking, I think. There he is. I wouldn't be surprised if that was all of them. But I also wouldn't be surprised if there was at least one more left. Okay. Somewhere around here, probably near the middle, there will be medicine or ammo or some other material. Don't know where it is, though. No diamonds around here. It's probably pretty close to where the actual marker is. So maybe it's inside. Oh, there it is. Explosives. Alright, we take those. We want to go that way. We might as well go on foot because we're going to have to go on foot to get into this place anyway. That's not far away. Anybody want to go hunting? Ow. How dare you try to spike me? Okay. There are diamonds up here. Now, there's a dude. Let's go see if we can introduce him to Mr. Shotgun without being detected. don't think anyone noticed that. He's a sniper, so he was far enough away from everyone else that... So it's... Okay. So he's the only sniper who's marked on the map right now. Also, there's a diamond down there. We'll have to get that before we leave. I hear guys talking over there. But we don't need to worry about that area. There's a dude right there. There's a dude over there. Okay, that's just a white spot, not a guy. See, now this is where if I had the suppressed pistol, I would just... easy shot. Once I get the accuracy upgrade for it. Because you do need the accuracy upgrade. Without the accuracy upgrade, it's pretty middling chance of hitting a shot like that. Although you could probably hit this one.
If you are on the road, hear my voice. Come back while you still have a chance. But think of the man that despise you. Think of what they will say if you turn your back on them. You still have the power to make the future great if you stand and fight. Be brave.
Okay, for some reason the sound for this isn't playing. Okay, it's either above me. Yeah, it's definitely above me. Oh, come on. Running around up here before we've cleared out all the enemies is... Well, I didn't realize we had funny number diamonds. Now we only have 70. Boo. Okay, where are we going? Out that way. We're going to go out the back the same way we came in. And then we'll loop around the hill. Cross at the outpost and go meet up with What's-Her-Face. You know, one thing you never really see in video games is slugs. I can only really think of one, well, okay, 2 video games that had shotguns with slugs in them. And one of those video games hardly counts because it was Jagged Alliance 2 1.13 mod, which had every kind of ammo you can imagine. Well, not really, but... I don't remember if base Jagged Alliance had slugs or not. Or, you know, base Jagged Alliance 2. Well, 1.13 definitely did. Pretty sure. But the only first-person shooter I can think of that ever had shotguns with slugs was Bad Company 2. That's a good game. I should replay it sometime. The story is very silly, but it's a fun game. And I would rather have a silly story than an obnoxious one. I was hoping I could take him out with one shot, but apparently not. It did seem a little unlikely, let's be honest. Looking to replay Bad Company 2 a few weeks ago. Think the games aren't available anymore? They are not. The last time I streamed them because the last time I streamed it, I guess I should say, was because it was being removed from stores. So yeah, at this point, you cannot go buy Bad Company 2 anymore. Which is really stupid. It's a good game. It ran fine on modern systems. At least it did then, which like a year or two ago, I think.
These don't sound like the part's going right.
I hope it's not going right, considering you're here to shoot at my buddy. Do you need healing? Hello? What is hitting? Okay, yeah, you need healing. Okay. Yeah, heal him. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, I heard the news that they were removing them from storefronts.
That's bad.
I was like, well, that's stupid. And so I dropped everything that was on the schedule, and we played Bad Company 2 for a couple days, and I made sure to be vocal about the fact that they weren't going to be sold soon, and everyone should go buy them.
I never used to shake this bad.
I don't know if you
I
were...
just need a minute. We should move
you probably
on.
weren't around back then, Soup Stalker. I don't remember what year that was. It was long enough ago that I feel like it wouldn't be a bad thing to replay them again, or replay it again. But, man, that was such a stupid decision on their part. Why in the world did you remove those games from storefronts? I mean, sure, you may not want people playing the multiplayer because you want to force them onto your new game. But like the single player, it's a not half bad campaign. People sometimes play first-person shooters for the single player, damn it. Oh well. Oh well. It can probably still be acquired. But oh well. Bad Company 1 was never ported to PC, so I've never played that one. I think that had a single-player campaign too, but Crysis 3 is that way? I do own Crysis 3 on Steam. So at least I have access to it. I don't know if it's sold or not. I'd have to go check, I suppose. But if you say it's not, I believe you. That'd be a weird decision for sure, though. I mean, Crysis 3 never was that popular, I guess. I never really liked Crysis 3 that much. Crysis 1 is okay. My favorite Crysis was always 2. which is probably most people's least favorite. But I don't know, I just liked Crisis 2 for some reason. Guess I'm weird. Alright, anyway. We need to get our asses to a gun store. And the best way to do that is to go steal someone's car. Okay. I did stream Crisis 2 not that long ago, actually. There's definitely parts of Crisis 2 I don't like. Like, I don't like its story that much. I like some parts of its story, but the whole... And be warned, spoilers for ancient game here. The whole thing about how the main character is slowly turning into Prophet is kind of dumb. But I always really liked the gameplay. I never really was a big fan of Crisis 1's controls. I thought they were a little too complicated. They did give you a lot of flexibility, which is cool. I like flexibility as much as the next person, or more even. But it was usually kind of a pain to chain powers together and stuff. Whereas in Crisis 2, you really only had 3 different armor modes. And one of them was just the default mode. And the others were just accessed with Q and E. So if you wanted to swap modes in a hurry, you could do it quite easily. Of course, me being me, I just spent all my time in stealth mode. Although sometimes it is fun to swap to armor mode and just start lighting into something. Let's repair this truck and then we're gonna go to the bar. And we're gonna spend a few diamonds. It looks like we have a mission available for the priest. Almost missed my turn. I wish there were more first-person shooters with really good campaigns. I never really liked how obsessed all the Call of Duty campaigns were with killing off the main character. It's like every time they ran out of ideas, it's like, oh, it's time to kill the main character. But I guess when it comes down to... okay. Your next mission... Oh, he can offer you missions. Okay, I misread this last time I was here.
You look like you know your way around an ambush. Could be I have a deal for you.
Yes, I want to do a mission for you
competition's
very,
bringing
very
shipment of
badly.
AKs and the usual low-end trash from the northwest. You make sure that convoy never comes in. I'll make sure you got some fancy new toys to choose from next time you're here. That's what I want to hear.
Oh yeah, okay, I misread that. Like, I like the Call of Duty campaigns. Up to a certain point. Modern Warfare 1. Really good. Modern Warfare 2. Really good. There's some stuff I don't like about the story. Like, I wish they would be less obsessed with killing the main character. I might have mentioned that before. But overall, gameplay pretty good. Mission's pretty cool. Story was not terrible. Modern Warfare 3... I don't remember that much about Modern Warfare 3. It wasn't as good as 2 and 1, for sure. Black Ops 1... okay. Black Ops 2... a little weird. Was Black Ops 3 the one where they had branching choices? And it was all future tech bullshit? I think that was Black Ops 3. Or was that Black Ops 4? It's the one with Mason's kid. Whatever the hell his name was again. And there were robots and shit like that. That one was cool because what you did could influence the ending. Because, well, it was just kind of neat. You could finally actually, like, if you weren't fast enough and didn't rescue somebody, or if you chose to kill somebody or not kill somebody, it could change the way the story worked. Certain characters might not be there, and if characters weren't there, certain things worked out different ways. Like, if you didn't save the hacker chick, you would end up with a worse ending in certain spots. If I remember correctly, you had to make 2 or 3 different decisions right to make sure she was still alive at the end. A couple things like that. The story for it was pretty decent. I kind of liked that one. I don't remember. I think that was 3. I think it was Black Ops 3. I'd have to actually look it up to see which one it was. But that one was good. I liked it. I never did play the, whatever the hell it was called. The Future Warfare one that came out after that, where you could run on walls and shit. Where they were like, what if Titanfall, but Call of Duty. Supposedly that one's pretty good. As well. And then, what was the other one I was thinking of? I did play Call of Duty Ghosts, which had all the same problems as every other Call of Duty story has. Namely, they were obsessed with killing off the main character. And also, I'm pretty sure Ghosts never had a sequel or anything, so they never really went anywhere with the story. That one was intriguing, because it was like, okay, it's a new setting for Call of Duty. And it's just kind of weird and interesting and different. And I wonder where they're going to go with this. They didn't go anywhere with it. That's where they went with it. It had potential as a setting. Yeah, I need to purchase these crates. I don't care about them, honestly. It is kind of nice to have these crates because you can access them from any safe house. So you can, like, stick either a fresh copy of your gun in there or a gun that you might want to use, then you can stop at a safe house and get it. It's not that big of a deal, though. Oh, I should grab a fresh Makarov just in case. This one's had a few rounds through it. Okay. Now, where do we need to go? Way the hell up there. Okay. Okay. And we could do a mission at the bar too, but we're not doing that right now. Yeah, overall, all the Call of Duties I actually played were fine. But I didn't play a lot of the later ones. And I certainly didn't play Black Ops 7. Which does have a campaign, apparently. But from what I've seen of it, I'm pretty glad I stopped playing Call of Duties at some point. Because I don't know. That's a pretty Mass Effect 2 looking boss. It's like, and now the humanoid Reaper fight. I want to go to the bus stop. I don't know. If AAA developers make too many games in the same series, they just lose the plot. And it's really not that hard to figure out why. The first game in a popular series is some dude writes the game, it's cool, sells a lot. If it wasn't cool, then it doesn't sell a lot, and it flops, and nobody ever hears or thinks about it again, and they don't make a sequel anyway. But if somebody made a good one, and it sold a shit ton, and it's much beloved, okay, you've got the first hurdle. The first game in a good series is always good, because otherwise it wouldn't be a good series. Unless somehow they made an amazing second game, which has happened before. I just can't think of any examples off the top of my head. But there are definitely some series where the second game was far better than the first. It's just... that's not the kind of thing we're talking about here, I guess. Anyway. So the first game was good. Then they make a second game. Assuming that there's multiple reasons the second game can then go wrong. So you could have the guy who made the first game, who wrote the first game, ran out of good ideas, and he's just throwing whatever he can think of together to do it again. But he doesn't have any good ideas left, so it's just kind of bad. That's perfectly possible. It's definitely happened before. Or you could have the studio executives decide that the first game was great, they need more of that money. Therefore, they need the second game to be made. Oh, come on. Can I not climb up this? And so, yeah, it looks like there's an invisible wall here. That's fun. Hello, tattooed cherry bomber. Welcome here. Thank you for the raid. We have Milo ranting about AAA games right now. Anyway. So studio execs decide they need a second game in the series. A second game is therefore written and made. They have other people write the game than I originally wrote the game. First one. It sucks. It flops. Or it just doesn't have the same spark. That's certainly a way it can go wrong. Or maybe the guy who wrote the first game quit. That's also perfectly plausible. There's so many different reasons why the first game could be good and subsequent games could be bad. Or maybe the first 2 games were good. And then the writer quit. Or the writer got replaced. Or. Well, unfortunately for me, the truck we were supposed to destroy escaped. However, he'll be back. And when he is, we'll light his ass up and that'll be the end of him. But anyway, one way or another, every single time another game in the series is made, you roll the dice again. Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? And just by the nature of time passing and the nature of how big businesses work, every single time they manage to succeed, the chances that the next time something will have changed that kills that success just keeps on climbing. It's inevitable. Whereas with an indie game, if an indie game succeeds, it's likely to succeed again. Because with a smaller studio, I don't know how'd you come from. Anyway, with a smaller studio, you have... there's less things that can change. So the writer is probably the same guy, because that's just who the writer is. And there's a pretty decent chance that the writer is either like a studio founder or otherwise prominent part of the studio, because the team's small. And if you have multiple writers, then there's a pretty decent chance that they're programmers or artists or whatever who also happen to do writing. And so for the second game, guess who's doing the writing for that too? Because who's available? There's not that many people to choose from. For an indie game, or an indie studio, they're likely to be able to produce at the same basic level of quality because there's just less ways they can go wrong. You can still have the problem of, I ran out of good ideas and so I just threw something together. But that's only one plausible way things can go wrong. And honestly, if an indie studio runs out of ideas, they just generally stop. They'll make something different. Unless they're absolutely desperate for money. But they're less likely to just do a cash-in sequel and force it. And more likely to do something else. Which is honestly a very much healthier way to do it than what the AAA standard practice of run it until it falls over dead. Okay, where are we going now? I think we finished the mission. We can just head on back once we collect this diamond wherever the hell it is. I don't think we need to use a glider or anything to get down here for this diamond. There it is. For some reason I thought it was probably on top of the rock, but I guess that would make sense that it wasn't. Okay. Oh, I should find the thing here, so it's just marked as whatever it is. It's probably some ammo somewhere or something. Here. There it is. Explosives. I did throw a grenade, but I think I picked one up somewhere. Alright, bus stop is that away. Let's go back to there and get back to the bar and grab this suppressed pistol. Yeah. And honestly, if I had to choose between not having another game in a series or having a bad game in the series, I think I'd rather just choose not having it a lot of the time. An unfinished story remains forever unfinished, but a story that was finished badly remains forever finished badly. And a story that finishes badly taints the previous parts of the story. So you're just kind of left forever with the earlier games tainted by the later games. That is honestly one reason why I don't really ever want to replay Mass Effect 1. That's why Valve should never finish Half-Life Episode 3 unless they know they can do a really good job of it. If they're not absolutely confident they can write something that is amazing, indeed, they should never write Half-Life 3. Because what if 3 just has the dumbest story you ever encountered? And then you go back and you play Half-Life 2. And you're like, just in the back of your mind somewhere, you just always kind of remember that while this game is really good, where does the story go? Nowhere good. That's where it goes. And it just kind of... It doesn't ruin the experience of playing the older games, but it definitely... It's the same way with books. If I know a series ends with just the dumbest thing you've ever read, I don't want to read the previous books in the series. I just don't. Because I know what's coming. And I don't want to just stop in the middle of the series and pretend it never actually ended, because that's also unsatisfying. If it actually did stop in the middle and was never actually ended, I can kind of stop there and be like, well, it's kind of, too bad the guy never actually finished this series. I wonder if he wrote anything more in it, and go check his website. Oh, okay, no, I guess he didn't actually write any more books. Oh, well. That's kind of sad, but it's fine. And go on with your life. But if you know there's another book or two and then they suck, well, you feel obligated to read them anyway, because that's the end of the series. Or worse, or maybe just as bad, you decide you're not going to read them because they suck. And then when you reach the end, instead of a bittersweet, wow, I wish you'd written more of that, it's more of a, well, I guess we're done with this now. Screw that guy. Okay, can I get a improvement for this thing? No, the improvements are not available yet. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I'm gonna buy the camo suit. Really expensive, but it's worth it, I think. Yeah, anyway. Valve... Valve are really good developers. They're not perfect. But as a company, they have more money than God. They don't have to do shit. Which is definitely a position that you should want to be in. And if you don't have to do anything, then that means you might as well only do it if you really feel strongly about it. And that appears to be exactly what they do. They only make a game if they really feel like they should make that game. And when they do it, they do a really good job of it. Now, I can't say so much about like Counter-Strike or whatever, but because I don't care about those games and I don't pay any attention to them. But every one of their single-player games I've played has been extremely solid. And I think that it comes down exactly to what I was saying earlier about indie versus AAA developers. If the indie developers don't want to do something, they don't. If AAA doesn't want to do something, well, it depends on if it's going to make them money or not. Because if it's going to make enough money, then the studio owner is going to have them make them do it anyway. Or they'll give the IP to somebody else and make them do it. Anyway, it is 10:37. So I think we're going to wrap this up here. We have the amazing, awesome sniper pistol. Although it's not sniper pistol yet, it's just reasonably accurate at this point. Once we get the accuracy upgrade on this thing, though, then it becomes a laser. And the only limiting factor on aim with it is how large that front sight is. But next week, we'll have to put this thing through its paces. Also, it's the quietest gun in the game, I think. Which is pretty handy. Let's go ahead and save. And we will continue that next week. Tomorrow is Friday already. Man, time flies when you're having fun, apparently. So, I do believe there shall be some EDF around here. Haven't heard anything to indicate otherwise. Saturday and Sunday will be, oh, we're gonna call it. Damn it. Valheim. There we go. Yeah. Valheim will be fun. I was quite enjoying it when we were playing it earlier, and I do believe I will continue to do so for a good long time. Monday, of course, will be Crab. And then next Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see. Yeah. And then, of course, Thursday will be more Far Cry 2. You know, when I started playing Far Cry 4, I really did not see myself playing through all the Far Cries in random order. But aside from not doing 3, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to change my mind on, and not doing anything after 4, that kind of is what we've been doing. Oh, well. Let's see. Is anyone on the old follow list streaming anything? Looks like Avi's playing Menace. Okay. I do believe that I want to see what this game is, because I might want to play this at some point. It looks like it's some kind of tactical, possibly turn-based game. So it's Raid Avi. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for some good old EDF shenaniganry. And there goes the shrimp lights. And I will see you all later. Good night, and goodbye.